Welcome back, guys. Today we're just going to be cleaning the house, and I just want to thank Dyson for partnering with us on this video. You know I gotta set the vibe before I clean. If I'm about to clean for more than like 10 to 15 minutes, I gotta turn on some music. I don't know about y'all, but here you can see me just straightening up. This is always my first step when I start with cleaning the kitchen, is just putting like the main things away, like things that aren't where they're supposed to be, just putting them back where they're supposed to go. It always makes cleaning the kitchen so much easier. And now I start working on easily the messiest area of the kitchen, which is Von's area, his little high chair here that we have. And then you see his other high chair that he's been eating on. We found that he eats a lot better in this chair just because it's a lot harder for him to knock stuff off, even though it looks like there's a lot of food on the ground. And with the amount of dishes that I have, I'm going to start by just rinsing them off and putting them in the dishwasher. The ones that are safe for the dishwasher, of course. Not all dishes go in the dishwasher, guys. You guys got to know that. And Naz and I aren't even heavy users of our dishwasher in the house, but I only put like cups and plates and quick things in there, things that I know will get washed really well in the dishwasher. Other things that need scrubbing, like this casserole dish and things like that, I wash by hand just to make sure that it's getting clean and I'm getting everything off. So now that everything's put back where it's supposed to go, the dishes are clean, I'm moving on to cleaning the countertops. This is something that we do literally constantly throughout the day, cleaning up Von's messes or our own. I always go through again with the Dyson just to make sure I picked up any crumbs or hairs that may have been left behind before I go through and mop. Have kids, they said. It'll be great, they said. They'll make the house better, they said. just kidding. But this is something that we do pretty often, obviously, for Von, is cleaning up his play area because he's in there constantly. He's eating snacks, he's playing, he does everything in there. So I'm going through with the Dyson, cleaning up under his little play mat, and then I also use it on top of the play mat. And one of my favorite things about this is the new LCD screen. It displays the 3 different modes you can use: auto, boost, and eco. We mainly use auto just because it pretty much does the work for you as far as deciding how much suction you need. And voila, here is the finished product done by your boy Mel. Acting like I'm a makeup artist or something.
Guys, I quickly wanted to take a little break because we all know how exhausting it is to clean the whole house, but it's always so satisfying at the end of the day to just end your night with a clean, fresh house for the week. Before we move on to the rest of this video, I just want to give a huge shout out to Dyson for partnering with us for today's video. It is mind-boggling that Dyson is sponsoring today's video. We are so honored and so blessed to be partnering with Dyson. You guys know we've been a huge fan of our Dyson for such a long time. This Dyson vacuum right here was my 20th birthday gift from my parents. You know you're an adult when you ask for a vacuum cleaner for your birthday, but rightfully so. I always loved my Dyson so much. But this Dyson right here, this is the Cyclone V10 Absolute model, and this one was great when we got it when we lived in our apartment. But once we moved into our bigger house, we quickly realized that this Dyson just didn't really cut it anymore. So when Dyson hit me up and they told me that they remodeled their cordless vacuums, they came out with their Dyson Outsize vacuum. It was everything that we needed and more. So the vacuum you guys are seeing in today's video is the Dyson Outsize. Now I'm about to show you guys a side-by-side comparison and show you guys all the upgrades that they did with this new Dyson Outsize vacuum. Literally, this vacuum is such a game changer. Ever since we got it, we've been using it non-stop. It's just everything, every complaint we had with the previous model, they corrected it and more. So my biggest problem I had with our previous Dyson was the runtime. So obviously when we lived in an apartment, we didn't have that issue at all. We could vacuum the whole apartment with one charge. But once we moved into this bigger house, it was just so hard to get the whole house done with one charge session. We always had to take a break and let it charge a little bit. So the Dyson Outsize not only has that longer runtime, but you also get an extra battery with it. So while you guys are vacuuming, let's say your bedroom or wherever, you guys have this extra battery charging. So if you do run out, you can easily just switch the batteries and continue to keep vacuuming. And not only that, with the old Dyson, it didn't tell you the runtime. There was no, screen or anything like that to tell you how many minutes you had left. So it kind of was like you were just vacuuming, and then boom, it would just shut off and you're like, dang, like I still have this room to do, I still have that room to do. So I love this about the new Dyson Outsize, that you have this LCD screen that will show you how much running time you have left, so it doesn't come, at you with a surprise. You have that peace of mind knowing how much time you have, and then you also have the spare battery to have your back as well. So the Dyson is completely cordless. Honestly, ever since switching to a cordless vacuum years ago, I can't even imagine how we used to vacuum our whole house with a vacuum that plugged in. Like, how much of an inconvenience is that? Especially when you're vacuuming stuff like the stairs. Like, I try to think back to it and I'm like, thank goodness for the future. You can easily change the attachments. You can just unhook it like this, and then you can put on a smaller attachment. And we like to use this one for vacuuming the stairs, for vacuuming stuff like our chairs or our couch or our bed. We love this little attachment for that as well. Another huge thing that we love about our Dyson Outsize is how big they made the bin. So here's the new Dyson, here's the older model. Ooh, I almost turned it on. Look at the difference in size, you guys. Isn't that crazy? I didn't even have that complaint with this one before, but now that I have the bigger bin, I can't imagine going back. Again, especially with vacuuming a whole house, we don't have to empty it as much. But again, you can pick your battery power. You can pick if you want eco, which saves you a lot of battery time, or you can also pick boost if you have a really big mess or something that you know is gonna need all the power that you can get. You can put it on boost mode, but that will use more of your battery. Also, you guys, the Dyson Outsize is so freaking smart. It will automatically detect if it's on hardwood floor or a carpet or a rug, and it will change automatically to optimize your runtime. I'll show you guys a clip right now, but you guys can literally hear the difference of when I'm on the wood floors versus the rug. So here is the brush head on the Dyson Outsize, so you guys can see how big it is. Here is what the older model looked like. So again, these were things I didn't even notice about the older model that I'm so happy they upgraded, because now I feel like I can never go back. It literally cleans up your floors so quick because of the size. Here's the older one. So as you guys can see, they made it so much bigger so you can cover more floor space in a shorter amount of time. Speaking of brush heads, I quickly want to talk about this small attachable brush head that we use again for when we're vacuuming furniture and smaller spaces and stuff like that. So if you get kind of grossed out, I would look away because it's kind of gross, but this is their old brush head, and look at all that hair that would get stuck in there. You see that? We're Middle Eastern in this household, so we shed, okay? We get lots of hair on this floor. So as you guys can see, the hair gets stuck in the brush roll. So I'd usually just take scissors and I would cut it out to clean it out, but they actually upgraded their brush head to be kind of like this funnel shape, and because of this shape, hair doesn't get stuck in the brush roll anymore. So we'll automatically just brush it to the tip of this little spiral, and then we'll suck it into the canister, which is so nice because again, you don't have to dig out all the hair anymore. You don't have to deal with all the tangles. You guys should definitely get your hands on the new Dyson Outsize. So you guys can go to dyson.com to check it out, or you guys can click the link in my description box to check it out as well. So as you guys know, whenever Mel and I do our cleaning days, I usually focus on upstairs and he focuses on downstairs. So the first thing I like to do in our bedroom is take off all of the bed sheets and throw those in the wash. I like to wash our bed sheets at least once a week. So I usually use some type of whitening powder to help them look a little bit brighter. And then also this table right in front of our door, we just literally throw so much junk on there. I think it's because we have no decoration on there whatsoever, so I feel like we just kind of use it as this junk table, and I absolutely hate it. So I really need to get on decorating it because I'm just tired of seeing it like this. And then the clothes on top of our dresser usually accumulates throughout the week. So a few of the items I could just put in those drawers right there. But most of the time when I'm cleaning our room, I just grab a laundry basket. You guys will see it a little bit later. And I'll just throw all of the clothes in there and then handle them after I'm done with the whole room, if that makes sense. So instead of just like picking up clothes and putting them away in each section, I kind of just pile up all the clothes in the room and then I focus on it. And then I'm taking this wood polish and I'm just wiping down the tops of our dresser. So I saw this one hack for cleaning your mattress. It says to pour some baking soda all over your mattress, rub it in, and then you let it sit for like 10 minutes or as long as you want, and then you just vacuum it off. So I'm just taking some of that baking soda and just rubbing it into my mattress. In the meantime, I'm just handling some of the clothes that's on the closet floor. I swear, just handling the clothes in our room is just a full day in itself. I don't know how we end up having so much clothes just everywhere. So I'm just putting those away as well. And then here I'm going through Kayvon's laundry. So sometimes I do Kayvon's laundry separate, but now that he's a bit older, I kind of just throw in his laundry with ours. So I'm taking his laundry basket. I would usually do this in his room, but he was taking a nap right now. So I just grabbed his basket and I'm just separating the clothes from the whites and the darks. And then at this point, Kayvon actually woke up. So then I went ahead and grabbed his bed sheet as well. So here is one of the pros to having a canopy bed. I always just use the bed as kind of like this little clothing rack as I'm putting away the clothes. So at this point, it is time to vacuum up the baking soda. I don't know how much I like this hack, you guys. I feel like it was just really messy and kind of unnecessary. I don't know. Do you guys do this? I don't know if I'm going to be doing it again just because the baking soda literally went everywhere in my opinion. So I actually ended up making my bed the next day. So here I am just taking off the chairs from our rug so I can give it a good vacuum. And again, I'm just grabbing my Dyson Outsize to do the vacuuming. You guys saw that earlier. And I'm just getting the rug and all the floors. And that is our beautiful fresh room. Onto our bathroom, the first thing that I'm doing is collecting all of the towels so I can throw those in the wash while I clean up the bathroom. And ever since switching to these cream towels, I swear they get dirty so quick. I kind of miss our gray towels, honestly. But the first thing I'm doing is just picking up all of the clutter and junk that accumulates on these tables throughout the week, and also picking up anything on our floors. I'm using a mirror glass cleaner for the mirrors and I'm just wiping those down. I feel like I was doing the wipe it down challenge. Who remembers that? Next thing I'm doing is just taking some of this antibacterial spray and I'm just wiping down the bathroom countertops as well. And I love this spray so much, it smells like apples. But I'm just wiping every single thing down and just making it nice and shiny. Then I'm taking our bath mats and just giving them a good shake so all the dirt gets on the floor. And then I'm going in with our Dyson Outsize and I am just vacuuming up the floor and getting all that hair. And here is the finished bathroom minus the towels.
And now that I'm finished with the downstairs, I'm moving on to Bubba's room. His room is honestly very easy to clean. I mean, he only comes in here to play or sleep. So, I mean, you just put everything back where it goes and you're pretty much done. I had to come back and kick my shoes off. Even though those are really my house shoes, we don't allow shoes in Kayvon's room at all. I swear there was always a piece of this puzzle missing. For the longest we couldn't find the K, I finally found the K and now the O is missing. I feel like he'll never have his complete name on this puzzle anymore. And now it's time to move on to his bathroom. This bathroom isn't really too bad again. I mean, Kayvon's room isn't really too much used besides like his bath times a couple times a week and him to sleep and play in. So it's all about just cleaning up toys and putting things back where it's supposed to go. Cleaning a mirror to me is so satisfying. Am I the only one? I mean, obviously not this mirror because it was pretty clean to begin with, but like if there's one that has like a lot of splatters or handprints on it, like, I don't know, maybe I'm weird, but it feels satisfying to clean off a mirror like that. So now I'm just going in and vacuuming the carpets before I clean them fully. But let's just show some love to our new tripod. Look at these angles I'm getting. This is an above bird's eye view angle. But this is why I love the Dyson, because I'm able to get to these hard to reach spots while still having like the strong suction power of a full vacuum. And here is Vaughn's room all clean, and you see Vaughn there looking handsome.
Thank you, Mel, for that extremely dramatic editing. But now we're in my beauty room slash office, and this vanity can really get cluttered and messy throughout the week. So I'm just cleaning up all that. And then I'm also taking that same mirror cleaner and wiping down my vanity and also the glass countertop and also this little mirror right here as well. And I'm just giving everything a good shining and a good wipe down. I'm also giving my vanity chair a good vacuum. Lots of translucent powder can get on this chair, so I'm just making sure that's all cleaned up. Then I'm also giving the room a good vacuum as well. And then off camera, I also did the laundry. I didn't really film that because that's just really repetitive and boring. But here is my completed beauty room and vanity. Thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure you guys give us a big thumbs up so we know to do more cleaning videos. Bye guys.